Beneath the vast, uncharted depths of our oceans lies a hidden treasure, rich deposits of copper, nickel, cobalt, and rare earth elements. These minerals power our modern world, from smartphones to EVs. But at what cost? Deep sea mining is being hailed as the next frontier and the savior for resource extraction. With land based reserves dwindling and the demand skyrocketing, especially with the new EVs in the market, companies are turning to the ocean floor for answers. But this so called savior is already facing a storm of controversy. Scientists warn that disturbing these fragile ecosystems could have devastating consequences, many of which we don't even fully understand yet. People in support of this idea argue that with proper regulations, deep sea mining could provide essential resources with less environmental damage than the land based counterpart. Opponents, however, fear irreversible destruction, much like that's already done on land. Let's try to dissect the situation further. Deep sea mining primarily focuses on three types of deposits: polymetallic nodules, massive sulfides, and cobalt rich crusts. These formations that sit thousands of meters below the surface contain some of the highest concentrations of valuable metals that can be found on Earth. Unlike land mining, there are no trees to cut, no people to relocate, just an endless seabed. At least that is how the supporters pose it as. But that is the wrong way to think. The ocean floor is but empty. It is home to fragile ancient ecosystems, many of which have remained untouched for millions of years. Scientists have warned in the past that disturbing these habitats could lead to irreversible damage. This includes things like noise pollution that could disorient deep sea species, the spread of sediment plumes, and finally, the suffocation of marine life. That gets us back to square one, the bigger question: should we exploit a part of the planet we barely comprehend? The debate is really heated. While supporters argue that deep sea mining could provide essential resources, it's kinda hard to forego the dangerous gamble that this is. A gamble that only prioritizes short term profits instead of the long term health of our oceans and the marine life. As nations push forward, some organizations, including the United Nations, have called for a moratorium, asking to halt operations until more research is done. But with trillions of dollars at stake, will companies and economies really listen? The future of deep sea mining thus remains uncertain. While it could be the next great industrial revolution, I just can't get over the fact that this could very well be the beginning of an irreversible environmental disaster. The question is, how much are we willing to risk for the minerals that power our modern world?